You hear that? Sounded like a tree knock. Really cold out tonight, guys. Minus 20 something. Going to put some bait out on the trail cameras. I only have my phone, so you can hear the neighbor's dogs going nuts way off in the distance. I even see a few stars tonight, so first night we've had stars in a long time. I might get out and check out the night sky. The problem with that is it's so cold, it's really hard on equipment. You hear that? That's where I just came from back there. Well, I'm back in the yard now, guys. I think it's too cold tonight. Just a couple of minutes with no gloves on. My hands are frozen, so we'll see. So guys, I tried to put out the equipment on the deck last night and it was just too cold. After 20 minutes the camcorder died and then everything was condensing up when I brought it in to change batteries, so it's just kind of a nightmare. I knew that, probably close to minus 30 degrees Celsius last night. But I did find, I'll put it right here on the screen right here, something really cool from one of the groups that I belong to, Canadian group for UFO stuff. And this was captured on January 5th by Amber in Blind River. So this is just a screen grab from the group, so public domain stuff, we're just showing what she captured. This is exactly what I'm after. This is fascinating stuff. So this is out over the Great Lakes, right at Blind River on the Canadian side. And you'll see these two lights, you know, kind of dancing around beside each other. And then eventually, once we get, you know, a minute into the video, you'll see a third light blinking on and off, kind of fading in and fading out. Definitely, to me, does not look like drone work. I fly a drone, and as you guys know, I've crashed that sucker many times in broad daylight. So to have 2 or 3 of these flying in a synchronous group at night, I'm calling not drones, okay? And the way it fades in and out, the light, that wouldn't be a drone that's spinning or turning. It doesn't look like that. It just looks like it's popping into existence and popping out. And we see this all the time with these cool lights. I just thought we'd throw this up there to show this stuff does happen here. That is exactly, you know, 280, 300 kilometers from here in a straight horizontal line. If we were to look at a map from where the city I live in to Blind River, right on the exact same plane, it's just out over the water. So I think what we're going to do here on this channel, we're going to start setting up at night out over Lake Nipissing, because that's, I'm I have a river right across the road that takes me, 600, 800 yards down the river. We're out onto Lake Nipissing, and then we can see the whole night sky, and we can set up and capture stuff there on the lake. So that's what I want to do. I just wanted to show you guys that clip because that's exactly what we're after, and it is happening right here close to home. Finally found some bird seed for my birds. Now I just gotta have the birds show up. So if you're new to the channel, you'll know there's about a 10-kilometer stretch behind my house that is swamp. It's the runoff, the drainage for Lake Nipissing. So 2 miles from here, the lake is to our west. And 2 miles to the east of here, we have Highway 11, which stretches hundreds of miles south. Okay, in between is that corridor of swamp, which is what we drone, which is where we put out the trail cameras, which is a corridor that I would suspect would be used by animals traveling through here on a migratory, heading south. But in the winter, it means terrible noise pollution. When it gets cold and we put out the parabolic dish, you can hear every transport from over 2 miles away going down the highway. And now that it's been cold the last few nights, you can hear skidoos back and forth on the lake. So it's almost darn near pointless to put out the parabolic. Once the temperature drops, the noise just really carries. Like sometimes I swear we're hearing skidoos that are out there probably 4 or 5 miles out on the lake. Not good for recordings. I can see all kinds of goodies on the snow here from where I dumped out the trail cam stuff last night. So if somebody was here, they didn't get all of it. I will take the SD card out of this trail camera just to see, and we'll put a new one in and leave it for a couple more days. So I didn't bring Gage out here today because I knew that he would just eat all of the goodies if there's anything left. So I'd rather the animals get it right now. He doesn't need it, so we'll take him down some different trails tomorrow. He's playing with the kids today right now. He's happy anyway. So while he was distracted, I made a break for the trails. Sometimes it's nice just to get out here on the trails and in the bush where I can sit and it's quiet and I don't hear him running around with his collar jangling and chewing sticks and everything. I can actually listen and hear. Can you hear something? I don't know if the microphone caught that or not. I have no idea what that was. I was just taking the last SD card out of the last camera I wanted to check today here. We're at the smelly spot on the trail. And I heard high-pitched. I don't know what I heard. So the last thing I was going to tell you guys, give you a quick update on the Articat machine. Useless, waste of time. Articat called me back and said, "You need to take your machine in, Gary." Okay. Like, I didn't know this. It hasn't run right since the day I bought it 2 years ago. I haven't had warranty since February. In February, they told me we're going to take care of this and we'll let you know when and where and what the next steps are. So the girl calls me, this is where it gets good, and tells me I need to take the machine in. And I'm like, okay, great. Where do I take it? And then I said to her, this means you guys are paying to have this checked under warranty. And she said, I'm not sure about that. We'll have to get back to you. And so the phone conversation ended, and that was a week ago, or 5 days ago. And now I'm waiting to hear back from Arctic Cat again. So I waited from February till December to hear back from them. And then I called them to hear, are you guys paying for this under warranty? I don't have any warranty left. They knew that. And then they called me back and told me to take it in, but they weren't sure if they were going to pay for it. So absolutely ridiculous bonkers. I don't even know how to deal with this. My stress level on this machine is so friggin' high that if we weren't on lockdown, we got locked down for another 14 days, another 2 weeks here in Northern Ontario. So yay, here we go again. So started with 14 days, we're at 28 now. And if we weren't on lockdown, I'd be showing you guys a new machine right now, because that is how frustrated I am with Arctic Cat. Anyway, let's check the trail cameras. If there's anything on there, you guys will see it next. If not, that'll be the end of this video. Stay tuned. I'll catch you guys in the next adventure. Yeah, some of you may have noticed Gary was due for a haircut before the first lockdown, and now we got another 14 days to go. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy wild man hair again. Oh, what are you gonna do? COVID? COVID, COVID.